Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
A Lincoln County business owner has been arrested and charged for both rape and possession or distribution of child pornography. Derek Wayne Rondo was arrested earlier this week on charges of second-degree burglary.
However, he also has a case pending from last week. In that case, he is charged with fourth-degree rape of a minor, solicitation of a minor, and witness tampering. He's also been charged with possessing, manufacturing, or distributing child pornography. Rondo owns a recycling junkyard in T.
A Sioux Falls man is being held on a $1 million bond after being caught with enough fentanyl to kill 250,000 people. Levi Culver was arrested Wednesday. Law enforcement seized more than 8 pounds of meth, more than 1 pound of fentanyl, and 84 grams of heroin.
He also had less than a half pound of marijuana. Court documents list 9 charges against Culver, with 3 of the charges showing he had intentions to sell the drugs. Culver is set to be back in court on July 7th.
As police were investigating the scene of an officer-involved shooting that blocked off 41st Street and I-29 in Sioux Falls Wednesday night, a car drove through the police tape.
Authorities say several officers were yelling at the man to stop before he ended up in the middle of the crime scene. Police say 39-year-old Joshua Rome had several warrants for his arrest and was intoxicated.
But the crime tape is up. I mean, there's barriers that were up in different areas. We have police cars that are blocking roads, and also all that's designed to keep people back, to let the officers have time in a safe environment to be able to process the scene.
Rome faces charges of DWI, reckless driving, and littering. A visit to the Black Hills turned scary for one family.
The Pennington County Sheriff's Office says a pickup pulling a camper rolled over on Highway 16 in front of the Reptile Gardens. Pickup landed on its wheels while the camper ended up on its side. The family suffered minor injuries.
Turning to weather, some parts of KELOLAND can expect some storms. Let's find out with meteorologist Scott Munt. Good morning, Scott.
All right. Good morning, everybody. We'll have to watch for developing thunderstorms later this afternoon into this evening, as some of those will become strong to severe. It's a warm start to the day. It will be a hot afternoon. Temperatures easily in the 80s and 90s for afternoon highs, as winds will continue from the south today to keep this warm and humid air in place, but that will soon change with that cooler, drier air coming in from the west and northwest. That will help aid in our thunderstorm development. As you see, a high temperature 96 today in Pierre, 91 Aberdeen, 92 in Sioux Falls, and 85 in Rapid City. More details on a KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast coming up.
Thank you, Scott. Following recent rescues in western KELOLAND, authorities in the Black Hills are highlighting the importance of staying safe while out in the wilderness. One of the biggest dangers while hiking is falling. The first move in all cases should be to call or text 911, even if the injuries don't seem all that bad. Parents should also keep a close eye on their children. You can find more information on this story with our KELOLAND.com originals.
College sports fans in South Dakota can now look forward to being able to buy alcohol at sporting events. Thursday, the South Dakota Board of Regents expanded its alcohol sales policy to allow the public universities to sell to people with general admission tickets. The current policy only allows alcohol sales in specific box seats. You can learn more about this updated policy, including the rules universities will have to follow, on KELOLAND.com. The Board of Regents formally approved the proposal for the University of South Dakota Sioux Falls. The effort to transform the Community College of Sioux Falls into the University of South Dakota Sioux Falls has been in development for nearly a year. USD plans to relocate all nursing classes and a clinical skills lab to the new campus, creating a health science hub in the state's largest city. The SDSU pharmacy program will continue to operate out of its current space.
Despite national trends showing a decrease in fertility rates, South Dakota remains in the top spot. But there's a growing trend of young people across the country choosing to delay or not have kids at all due to concerns over social issues. State demographer Wei Wei Zhang says in more rural areas that rely on agriculture, there's more of a tendency to have larger families. But in urban areas, especially with inflation and the cost of living, going child-free or delaying parenthood is preferred for some young people. Digital reporter Jasmine Jackson spoke to Zhang and one woman in Sioux Falls who has decided to be child-free in a KELOLAND.com original report online now.
125 people will become new American citizens next Wednesday. The United States District Court will hold a naturalization ceremony at the Mount Rushmore Memorial Amphitheater on June 29th at 11 a.m. The public is invited to attend this celebration of citizenship. And don't forget, tomorrow is the Juneteenth Sioux Falls celebration. It will be held in the Kenny Anderson Park and will start at 10 a.m. There will be a freedom walk, food trucks, vendors, activities for the kids, and plenty of other entertainment opportunities.
It's a big weekend for racing across eastern South Dakota. I-90 Speedway in Hartford is hosting Kids Night with Paramount Racing Series on Saturday. Huset Speedway also hosting the High Bank Nationals. Racing continues tonight with hot laps starting at 6:30, followed by the racing at 7:30. The finale will be held tomorrow, where the top prize is $100,000.
Pool visitor numbers have risen nearly 6,000 from the same time last year. This is partially due to being able to have all of the pools open again this year.
Having all of our pools open, it gives them a bigger variety of what community members can go out and explore. So whether you like slides or diving boards, we have everything to offer this year that maybe in the past we haven't been able to.
For the first time since 2018, nearly all the pools in Sioux Falls are fully staffed. Let's look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Scott Bunt. Scott?
All right, good morning, everybody. We are looking at severe weather later this afternoon and into this evening. An enhanced risk across northeastern South Dakota. What you see here in orange, otherwise a slight risk in central, eastern, and southeastern KELOLAND. Again, these storms are expected to fire later this afternoon, continue this evening. Highest tornado threat is found across eastern North Dakota, but notice how that does spread into extreme northeastern South Dakota from Eureka, Bottle, and to the east and northeast. So we'll continue to keep an eye on the skies as we go through the afternoon and evening. Futurecast trying to bring something in around 3 o'clock this afternoon in northeastern KELOLAND, and then it develops this broken line across maybe south central into east central South Dakota. That will slowly try to move to the east as we go through this evening and into tonight. Again, be weather aware as these storms may become strong to severe. So our forecast in the meantime today, it will be hot, it will be humid. Temperatures will hit the 90s for highs today in central and eastern KELOLAND. Cooler weather expected to continue to move across in the eastern KELOLAND for tonight. With that in mind, thunderstorm chances will continue, and tomorrow is looking cooler and the air should feel drier, and it comes with stronger winds from the west and northwest. And for details on the 7-day forecast, you could always check those while you're here online. Have a great weekend.